Had a weird one the other night. This stove, we were eating dinner, and this stove started just snapping on its own. Snap, 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 snap. Sounded like these igniters were going off that are inside the stove. So I pulled the stove out and unplugged it. And I didn't know what was going on. The other day, I got around and took the back of the stove off. This is called an ignition pack. And what this does is it powers the igniters in the stove. It doesn't run the oven, but it runs the 5 stovetop burners. So what I did is I started unplugging the igniters one at a time and reinstalling the plug. It didn't matter what I did, it still snapped. So I unplugged all of them, and it still snapped. So I unplugged this plug here, and this is the power plug that goes to the igniter. Plugged it back in and it stopped. So through that I diagnosed that this ignition pack somehow, at least this is what I believe at this point in time, that this is bad. So parts arrived yesterday. We have a new one. Now this one's configured a little bit differently, but the holes to attach it are exactly the same. There's spade terminals down in here. So I have to get these wires out here and reattach them here to this. I've got new spade terminals if I need them. So that's the first order of business, is to figure out how to get this wire pack attached onto here. Because in ordering the part, we found out that this coil of wire here and this plug is no longer available. So I have to do whatever I have to do to get this to work on the new pack. All right, let's see if we can get these out. I don't see any unlocking mechanism in that. It looks like they just pull off. My plan here is if I break these or something, I have these that will fit on here. So I can change the wires and do it that way. Let's see if we can get these out without breaking them. Nope, not gonna happen. I eventually did get those out, but boy were they on there. And you can see there. So I will reinstall these new ones on the ends of these wires. Okay, that one's on. And that one is connected. They are marked N and L, and that is marked N and L. And N had the black wire on it, and L had the white. New wires installed. So let's move this stove out and get this on. Now I believe that will give me enough room, because this panel is the one that has to come off. So let's take that off. These have little pins here that slide down into these and lock down, and then you put your screws in. This is where that part goes. So we have to take these screws back out. I just stuck those in there to keep them from getting lost. Because I had this stove completely all apart, looking for what was going on. It's neat to have a screwdriver with a magnet on it. I checked the holes, and they're exactly the same. So it looks like this part is exactly what we need. I'm not going to tighten that one up until I get the bottom one in. Obviously that did not start. There it is. That one's tight. And that one's tight. Now on the old part here, this went in here, and I have a picture of how they went, color-coded. because these are your igniter wires. So I'm going to look this over real close and see if they're marked and color coded. They may be. Let's check. No, I don't see where they're color coded. It just has numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking that that's the way they go, in order. Now let's see if these fit on. I don't even know. Yep. Now I'll get my picture out on my phone and I'll put these in the order that they came off the other one. My picture is telling me that black is 5. So this one goes here, and they do actually fit these. So that's good. Yellow goes there. Then it's white. White goes here. Okay, blue goes here. And red goes here. Right there. Make sure those are all pushed in good. Now, when I had these all plugged in here and had power on, this would snap, the old piece. All right, it's the moment of truth. Let's plug our power in and see if this thing works or whether it's not the right part. Look at that, no snapping. All right, okay, now this cable right here goes around here and holds that in limbo, just like that. All right, let's go around the front and see if our igniters work. Okay, we didn't have any snapping when we got our igniters hooked back up, so let's see if they work. Look at that, huh? Well, that one's not working right. All the rest of them did. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's water in it. Must be when the wife was cleaning this stove, we got some water in that. That's probably the reason why it's not igniting. Because you could see the igniter snapping there. And it looks like it's at the right height and everything. They look like they're about at the same height. Let's put the top back on and see if that diffuses it enough to light. Okay, that one's fine. Yes. Must have been the water in there. All right, that's fixed. Stove is fixed. So let's go back and put the panel on the back and get it moved back in. This job is almost done. Now, this goes on the bottom. And there's these little ears right here. And they go up in and down. Before we put any screws in the back, we'll get these. It's right here. And this little guard here guards those wires. And it goes up in here. There's a little slit right there. And that piece goes up there, goes in. And that screw goes in. Now I'm not going to tighten anything till the end. Is the duplicate that goes over on this side. None of this stuff likes to line up. That's in. A handful of screws here, and we'll start putting them in. Now they're all in, so I can tighten these up. Okay, stove's back together. Let's slide her back into place. All right, that's it. Have to put the birdhouses back. Our big salt and pepper shakers go up here. Keeps the salt dry in the summertime. Keeps from getting moisture in it. This is the chair from the chairs project. And these are the other chairs from the chairs project. You can see now They don't swivel. This is why these chairs are taller, because they sit at our breakfast nook. This one out here I made shorter because this is a kitchen chair. The stove is fixed. Everything's lighting. It's working perfect. And just remember, you can do all this stuff. All you need is a modest shop, some key tools maybe. And let me know in the comments if any of you have any of these projects that you've done in the past and how you made out. So anyway, our stove is fixed. It's back to normal. It's good. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.